Well, good evening. You are now listening to 102.9 RWR, Relevant Women's Radio.
Our topic today is fertility. So many families in the Western world are turning to fertility treatments or adoption if they are having difficulties conceiving. But in many places around the world, these options are not available or are culturally unacceptable. Today we will explore two different societies, taking a look at fertility rituals and social implications of infertility. The first society we will discuss is Egypt and the subject of fertility among Islamic women. You assisted Marcia Inhorn during her field work. Could you tell me how fertility is seen in Egyptian society?
Of course. Being able to conceive a child is of the utmost importance for an Islamic woman living in Egypt. Childlessness is stigmatized and women are blamed for reproductive failure. They are considered less than other women and face harsh social judgment. These women are seen as depriving their husbands of offspring and considered useless.
So what are some other implications of being an infertile woman?
Well, they're quite serious, actually. Islamic law gives men the right to replace an infertile wife through outright divorce or by taking another wife and entering into a polygamous marriage. Women are not supposed to work outside the home, so their dependence on men is great. Because so much is resting on a woman's ability to conceive and give birth to a child, you can imagine what one may go through to make that a reality. The women undertake a therapeutic journey which they call their search for children. And this journey leads them to dangerous medical practices and the undertaking of folkloric rituals in order to get pregnant. And the quest for fertility is long and traumatic and is often fruitless. And now it's time for our next song. I hope you enjoy it. We'll be back after this. So we're back, and you're listening to RWR 102.9 FM, and we're talking about fertility today, and fertility rituals, and infertility. So you just got back from working with Stuart Blackburn in Arunachal Pradesh in India. You were studying the Apatani tribe. Why don't you tell us about the Marang festival and how it relates to fertility rituals?
Well, the Marang Festival is an Apatani ceremony intended to provide prosperity and success to those who host the ritual. It takes place over 3 weeks.
So why do they put on the festival?
Well, a family will put on a Marang Festival for many different reasons. Some include to bring health, to keep in touch with the spirits, and to help with infertility among women and animals.
Now, you said it takes place over 3 weeks. Why don't you tell us about some of the main events so our listeners can really get a feel for the Marang Festival?
Alright, well, on the first day of the Marang Festival, the Niyubu, a ritual specialist, will begin chanting an oral poem called the Subu Hinin. Okay, well, married women in the host clan will dress in ceremonial costumes with strands of expensive beads decorating their necks. Each woman will carry a bowl of rice powder and one of rice beer. They use the powder and the beer to cover the animals that will be sacrificed.
During the festival?
Yeah.
So what happens next?
The next day is the rice donations. The sponsor wife will receive gifts of rice from all the women and in return will give them a piece of meat. After that is the procession, and this is when men will parade around the village and entertain all the villagers. This is seen as a sign of social status, and it also shows symbols of fertility. The men sing and dance to the women with a focus on unmarried girls. They also carry sticks of bamboo that have been shaved to form ringlets. This is thought to represent the vagina.
Wow, that's interesting. Can you specify some more aspects of fertility found during the Murung Festival?
Overall, the Murung Festival is a fertility ritual. During the 3 weeks of the festival, the wife of the sponsor will pour beer into the family fields, and sometimes the families will have restricted eating and movement until the crops begin to grow.
Okay, so I think I see what you're saying. Apatanis believe that fertility is equality in rice, women, and bamboo, and use the Murung Festival as a way to ask the spirits for prosperity.
Yep, that's right.
Well, folks, thanks for tuning in to 102.9 FM Relevant Women Radio. I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast, but that's all the time we have.